Despite a weaker economy and slower vehicle sales, the soft-roader segment remains one of the most competitive. And it has a lot of players, amongst them the Nissan X-Trail, the Kia Sorento, and of course the Hyundai Santa Fe. Another player in that segment is the Mitsubishi Outlander, and it's been there for quite some time. But with this all-new version, Mitsubishi will be hoping for a bigger slice of the soft-roader pie. The medium-sized Outlander's pedigree stretches back over several decades. It slots in somewhere between the gung-ho Mitsubishi Pajero and the lifestyle-orientated Mitsubishi ASX. The Outlander's focus is on space and versatility, linked to all-terrain capability. The shape of the Outlander is best described as generic, which means that its identity is heavily dependent on the front-end treatment. You have a very slim, chrome-garnished grille, bold headlights, a hungry air intake, while the colour coding on the large 18-inch wheels suggest a level of dynamic intent. The profile view is much less inspiring, with a bulbous shape providing very little visual interest. The alloy wheels are handsome, but seem a little lost in the generously proportioned wheel arches despite the standard 18-inch wheel size. The overall length of 4.65 metres is substantial, exaggerated by the extended overhangs front and rear. Powering the Outlander is a 4-cylinder 2.2-litre engine with a maximum power output of 123 kilowatt and a torque peak of 222 newton meters, reached at a highish 4,100 RPM. And that means that you really have to use the engine's full rev range. The gearbox is a CVT unit, and it really doesn't do this engine any favours because it does suffer from that horrible rubber band effect, which makes you feel like the clutch is slipping all the time. The Outlander is equipped with gearshift paddles, which allow selection of 6 virtual steps in lieu of actual gears. The result is certainly more natural than running the CVT in normal automatic mode, but the shift reactions are slow, and 6th is so tall that it's hardly ever usable. Apart from the horrible fake wood inserts, one of the highlights of the Mitsubishi Outlander is the interior. It has absolutely every bell and whistle you could possibly think of, and even some features that come as a total surprise, such as a DVD player for the rear passengers. Leather upholstery, electric everything, aircon, a multifunction steering wheel, the list just goes on and on. It's a pretty comfortable space too. Of course, has seating for up to 7 people, although those rear seats are probably best considered more occasional seating, and you'd be better off using the space with the seats folded down for luggage. There's a generous 477 litres of cargo space, while folding down the 60-40 split middle seat row boosts the load area to an impressive 1,608 litres. The interior upholstery is real hide, the steering wheel has multifunction controls, and for gadget freaks, there's a touchscreen display with a menu-based interface. There's even a 9-speaker Rockford Fosgate sound system. The Mitsubishi Outlander is a soft-roader, which means it comes with 4x4 as standard. It's a completely seamless unit that works in the background. You can use it in pure automatic form, which means it decides how much power to move between the front and the rear wheels. But, of course, you can also lock it so that you know that when the going gets a little bit slippery, you always have traction on all 4 wheels. Performance really not on the quickest front, partly because it's blunted by that CVT gearbox. The performance figure is probably around 10 seconds for the 0 to 100 time, top speed about 175 kilometers an hour, and in terms of fuel consumption, you're looking at an average of around 8.2 litres per 100 kilometers. Without the benefit of a low-range transfer case, the Outlander can't compete with its illustrious Pajero stablemate when it comes to heading off the beaten track, but it copes very well with less challenging all-terrain conditions such as gravel roads. In 4x4 lock mode, it feels stable and confident, and the raised ground clearance is a further advantage in the rougher stuff. This latest Mitsubishi Outlander is a very competent soft-roader with a lot going for it, including a very strong emphasis on value, a very well-executed interior with lots of standard kit, and of course the 7-seater layout. The 4-wheel drive system works pretty well too, but the car is let down by that CVT gearbox, and as a result the engine feels wheezier than it should. That said, for most buyers, it's the value proposition of the Outlander that will carry the most weight. A full-house cabin with everything that opens and shuts, including 3 seating rows, makes the Outlander a tempting buy, as does its stability and ride comfort on and off the road. Add the seamless 4-wheel drive system and keen pricing, and the Outlander becomes an attractive buy, but a peaky engine and a CVT gearbox blot the SUV's copybook.